So I'm actually cooking some steaks. I'm not sure that Billy could actually eat them or not right now, with having his whole mouth still stitched up and whatnot. But I'm hungry for steaks. So I'm actually going to fix some probably for myself. And then I got some broccoli too that I want to try to eat, steaming it. And I've just been working on my all breed, and it's having a big problem. It won't let me register my new rabbits that I had retained with their parents. Their parents aren't coming up, but it says that they're going to be doing some work on the 16th. And I think that's why it's got bugs going on right now, or it's just not working correctly. I have a little bit of a froggy throat. Billy is actually on his way home. It's wonderful to see that he's coming home so early, but it's a very cold day. It said the snow was supposed to stop for a few hours and then it's supposed to start back up, but we didn't really get a whole lot of snow while it's been snowing today. It's just been like small flurries off and on, but man, is that wind cold. So I gotta somehow get to the doctor's office. I don't have a way to get to ProMed in Three Rivers to get my blood drawn, and the lady that does the blood draws are there Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I don't have a way of getting there, and I thought about calling my mom to see if she couldn't pick me up Wednesday, and then maybe I could take her out for lunch. But I don't know if she'd want to drive out here with the way the roads and everything are, because I know she don't like driving in the snow. And the roads, when Billy and I went over the weekend, the back roads were pretty nasty, but the main roads were pretty clear. Hoffman is pretty clear, but when you're having to go back roads from our house up to Hoffman, yeah, that's not a good thing to try, especially if you're trying to drive and you can't see very well. But for me, I can't drive anymore right now until we get some stuff fixed up for these eyes. But I'm hoping that everything will work out correctly, and that when I go back on the 30th, which is 2 Thursdays from this Thursday, we have to go back up to Ann Arbor, to the University of Michigan, to the Kellogg Eye Center, and I am the second appointment of the day for the doctor, so I'm hoping that when I go up there, maybe the inflammation in my eyes has subsided some, maybe where they could possibly get me in for surgery, but I don't know. I know that they're just going to keep looking at that, but that's the reason why I got to get the blood drawn too, so then I can start seeing the rheumatoid arthritis doctor up there to actually get this would be a third opinion. But I feel like their opinion up there is going to be worth the trip and the time that it's going to take to go up there, because they know exactly what they're doing when it comes to this kind of stuff. And according to the doctor that's dealing with my eyes right now, he said that she deals with inflammation of the eyes too, but she's also got her degree in rheumatoid arthritis. So those two go hand in hand, which is great. I'm still on the prednisone steroid eye drop 4 times a day, and both my eyes, I could say yesterday my eyes were pretty bad. I mean, to the point where I couldn't even see my husband's face 6 feet from me. They were pretty bad. Today I can see a little further, but certain areas, if it's dark, I can't see at all. And I know, with my eyesight and everything, I know that I'll never get peripheral view back, because some of the stuff that if you lose in your eyesight, it's almost impossible to get back. And I know that the peripheral view and my night vision is probably something that I will never get back, and I have been dealing with this since 2017 or 18, I think, of having no peripheral view and no night vision, so I've pretty much accepted it. And like I told Billy yesterday, I said, I have good days and I have bad days, and the days that are bad, I'm okay with them, because all I tell myself is Lord, please don't let me lose any more vision than what I'm having right now. I don't want to be blind. So I'm fighting for this. I really am. I'm fighting and praying and praying and fighting every day. It is a real battle for me to have to do stuff like this. I had to use my magnifying glass just to be able to read the computer, see the keys. And I know where the keys are on there, but I still cannot, for the life of me, hit them right. And if it wasn't for this magnifying glass right here, I wouldn't be able to even do a whole lot of stuff. I mean, it's, that's pretty blurry. I can't even see myself in there. But I can see myself right here in the camera. So I know that my vision is a little better today, but it really does help when I have this. I swear I need an extra one because this thing I always lose. I cannot remember where I put it, or it's right where I put it, but I can't see it because it's black. So I have to deal with that. And I just figured, you know, I don't know. It's just, it's hard. It really is sometimes. You know, and then having to deal with finding out, because I thought it would be cheaper just to send my blood work to the other place, you know, for the CAA testing, and that comes back positive. So I know deep down in my heart that it was a false positive. I know this. But then I got to come up with $40 for that. I got to come up with $70 for the other one, and I've already paid $35 for the shipping container from Washington. I got my account set up, and I've got enough vials and everything to be able to do for the other company that I did. So we'll get those done. I just got to fill out the paperwork again and then go from there. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just, and I know that those shipping boxes and the red top labels, they come from Michigan. She told me that in Washington, that I should be able to get those within 24 to 48 hours, which is kind of nice because they are from Michigan. So that was nice to know. And I asked her, I said, do I need to put these on like a freezer pack? And she said, no, because it's cold out. If you do like 2 or 3 day shipping, you should be fine. She said you won't need an ice pack. So I think even from shipping from here to California, I think that I'm not going to have to worry about it's cold enough that you don't have to worry about them not, whatever you call that, spoiling. So that's something that I'm just going to be thankful for and, you know, get all done. Heather will be here hopefully next Tuesday, and I'm going to ask her if it'd be okay if I could video. And I'm going to try to video her actually drawing the blood from everybody. And we'll see. And like I said, I'm just doing the 4 girls, and then I'm going to be doing milk replacer for here probably on out. Especially for this year's babies anyways, just because I've had that possible positive. And then, like I said, if they do come back positive, then that's just how I'm going to have to do all my kids and just test. So I'm pretty sure, I'm for sure actually, you can raise a kid if you take it directly from your CAA positive mother and don't feed it any of the colostrum or milk, and you test that baby. And Washington's telling me that kids need to be 6 months or older to be tested. That they are going to always provide you a false positive for almost all tests, they were telling me. So I was like, okay. Now, like I said before, since I've never had a positive for CL or Jonesy, I'm not going to ever worry about trying to test them for that. I will only do the CAE testing. And I'll just keep going from there, but I have good high hopes, you know. And even when I did see that you know, they were positive, I was just like, This can't be right. It can't. There's no way. There's no way. It's just not possible. So probably why I just felt like it's okay. I don't care. There's no need for me to worry about it. And we'll just go from there. It's probably going to take probably about 20 minutes to cook these steaks in this cast iron skillet of mine. I'm pretty sure I've got this. Well, it probably helps if I get it on the, what do you call that? The actual burner. Yeah, that's what it's called. Sometimes I can't think of the words that you're supposed to say. But yeah. I did some of the dishes. I still got a pan, a brownie cake pan, and a cup, and one spatula to do. And that would be done. I did make some gluten-free brownies, but I made them as cupcakes, so they ended up being these little cake-like brownies, like a cupcake, but they're a brownie. And they're very, very rich. I can only eat like a bite to 2 bites off them. They are very rich with chocolate. Very rich. I was trying to do like my litters too, that I've got these litters that are, I need to figure out how to do that on my all breed. I just ended up be like, I'm done with it for the day. I'm not going to mess with it till after my litters are born. But I did get everybody put in there that I've got currently in my colony. I just don't have their sires and dams names in there yet because it wouldn't load them. So I have to wait for that, which is okay. I mean, can't have everything perfect, right? So with that being said, I'm going to wait for my husband to get home. I'm going to finish cooking. Oh, I had an order for my bath salts that I make. They smell so good right through the container. And then she wanted bath bombs too. They smell very good. So I'm going to make sure these are not CBD ones. I don't think I did any CBD ones. No, I don't see it on there. So she told me what she could spend, and she's paying for the shipping because I don't pay for shipping. The customer has to pay for shipping. And shipping is freaking ridiculous right now. An envelope, like a priority envelope that you usually get in 3 days or something, that is like almost $12 to ship. And I told her what I would do is just give her a deal. I gave her 5 of the bath salts, which was $20 because they're $5 a piece. My bath bombs are $3 a piece. So what I'm going to, and she wanted a bar of soap, something that smelled good. So I'm throwing in the bar of soap, and then I'm going to, whatever the rest of the bag, I'm going to fill up with the bath bombs. This is a customer that buys from me at least twice a year for her daughter-in-law. So I'm very thankful for her continuous being a customer for my goat milk beauty products, and I can't complain about it. So when I have a customer that consistently buys from me, I always try to make sure that they are well thanked. I guess is how you would say it. Well, thank you. And that's all I really can do for all of the customers, because when you buy from a small business owner like myself, every little bit helps. And when it comes to this YouTube channel, this is part of my small business. So I haven't really gotten any customer orders off of YouTube, but I hope one day that I will be able to say that I've got customers from YouTube, you know, that ships. Cow Person, actually, that comments on my videos all the time, he actually won one of our, when we hit 2,000 subscribers, we did a goat milk beauty giveaway, and he got to pick out some stuff. He picked out stuff for himself and his mom, and as far as I know, they love the products. You can actually go to my business page, which is in the description, and you can see the ratings of what people state my products are like. I have 5 stars, and I even have 5 stars when it comes to buying a goat for me, or having to deal with like my goat's milk, you know, buying goat's milk from me, and just overall, I am a really good person and easy to talk to. I have great customer service. I mean, I love dealing with people. And but I also like my alone time. I like being home. I'm a homebody too. My home is my paradise. My home is my retreat. You know, it's where I love being. And I'm very thankful that I have a husband who says, you know, like, he was telling me the way that my eyesight is, and I feel like I can't do quite as much as I used to do, and I feel like that's a real burden on my husband, but in all reality, I shouldn't think that, because he doesn't feel that way. He's just like, this is not your fault. But for me, I feel like I am not doing him justice as his wife. And he's always telling me, you don't need to think that way, you don't need to think that way. But I think it's because of the way I was treated in my previous relationship. And I know I shouldn't think that way. And I try not to, because the man that I'm with now treats me like a queen. He tells me, you do not have to work. And he's telling me, like, you're not going to work because you can't drive. And I'm not going to allow you to drive if you're, you know, if you cannot drive. He doesn't want me working from home like I was doing previously when my eyesight started going downhill. I was working from home. And it says potential spams calling. I've been having that same number keep calling me. I'm not sure who it is, but I'm not answering it. I'm just going to do that and turn it off. But he tells me all the time, so I'm very grateful to have a man who works his tail off and supports everything that my dreams and goals have been, you know. I have always been on a farm. My dad was a farm hand. He milked the dairy goat, or milked the dairy cows. And I always wanted to be a dairy farmer. I always did, and I thought, well, the easiest way closest to the dairy would be a goat. And I showed goats when I was young. I showed California rabbits when I was young. I showed a quarter horse when I was young. I barrel raced. I was in 4-H. I was a cheerleader in school. I mean, I did a lot of stuff. I was in ag in school for 4 hours out of my senior year. I loved ag. I mean, I did a lot of stuff. I'm very outdoorsy. I love gardening. I love flowers. Everybody that's on my channel that knows and listens knows that lilies are my favorite. And believe it or not, I have a rabbit named Lily. She's a little stinker. Not one that I believe that's pregnant, but that it's okay, because that was her first time being bred. And usually sometimes those first timers, when you breed them at 5 months, sometimes they don't take. Sometimes they wait till that 6 month. But I like trying to breed at 5 months. That way they're kendling at 6 months. But she obviously had other plans, and I'm really thinking that she's not. So we'll see come this weekend. I'm going to make sure to try to have enough videos up I'm not sure what Billy's plans are for tonight. I know we need to run to the store and get some feed for the animals, chicken feed and rabbit pellets, and I think he wanted to go to the grocery store possibly, get a few things there. But we'll see. I might take us along and do some videoing at the places that we go. I don't know, but it could be another video that I'm doing. This one's already in 20 minutes long, and these are not done yet. I can actually see some liquid on the top of these, and I'm going to take my magnifying glass here. Yeah, that looks like blood. I've never actually looked at this with that, but yeah, I can see that looks like blood. So we still need to wait. I'm flipping them consistently. I got good steam coming out. See the steam? Good steam coming out of the broccoli. And these do look like they got a little bit of blood sitting on top. Billy usually does this when he cooks them, and then he watches the blood come out of them. But for me, when I do this, I can't necessarily see the blood in them coming out of them. I mean, I can see where they look pretty damp, you know, but yeah, that's everything there. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Those steaks really do look good. I wish you can smell it. They're not seasoned or anything because I just used the cast iron pan for the seasoning. And then if I do need to put anything on it, it'd just be some Himalayan salt. And of course, we put this on everything. Cayenne pepper. That stuff naturally thins your blood and is good for bloating. It makes your blood veins open up so you get better oxygen flow through your veins and everything. This stuff is really, really good. And Billy and I, we've been using it now for almost, probably at the end of this month would be 2 solid months. And I use it on everything. Like, I even put it on my cottage cheese. I put it on everything. And my avocados that I eat every day, I put it on those too. But thank you again for watching. Please subscribe if you're new. Thank you to all our new subscribers, and we'll see everybody tomorrow. I hope you guys have a blessed and healthy eating tonight for dinner. This is what I'm eating, at least for dinner. I'm not sure if my husband could eat it, but I could possibly cut it really, really small for him and see if he could chew it that way, but I don't know. We'll have to see. Thank you guys again. Till next time. God bless you all.